Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you're tuning in from, welcome back to the channel. My name is ASFM. I'd just like to start this video by first of all saying a massive thank you to Pressing Forward FM, Grey Hair Gaming and Salmon FC. A massive thank you to you guys for really helping me push through and also giving me the ability to sort of get myself out there a bit more. So a massive thank you to them. If you haven't already subscribed, I'll leave their channels in the description going forward with this episode. But welcome back to episode 2, season 2 of the Railwaymen and Lokomotiv Sofia here. We are playing our first cup round we're playing against Botev. This is a big game considering that they were last season's top division side, but they got relegated. So it's a team that sort of has a bit of quality and can be a bit dangerous on the counter-attack. So we go into this game with winning our last game before, which was against Litex, and the Levesky game we lost, unfortunately, coming after the CSK, and that was quite a bit of a worry for me as we were pretty much sitting bottom of the table, and it was rather a bit of a scare. But that so we came into that game and we unfortunately did lose 3-1. That was a shame, and but the issue was they were all over us, and I changed our tactics, so we were playing a 4-1-1. And I just felt like it just wasn't working, so I left that aside, and obviously Daniel Stanchev came in and he scored on that one, and then we came against Litex, and this was a fantastic game. I thought it was absolutely brilliant. I think it showed that we sort of are a team that not at our level, and I think that showed in this game. And so we played a 4-4-2, and the 4-4-2 was working fantastically well. Burakov and Papasov were really sort of coming together and ended up basically getting themselves both on the score sheet. Burakov scoring a penalty and then an open play, and then Burakov coming in on the 90+1 minutes to make it 3-0. And overall, a fantastic performance from the team. Now, as I said, this is the Bulgarian first cup round, and we have been drawn pretty tough opposition here, and that's a bit of a worry, as you know, I think this season I would like to try and get through to quite far in the competition, because I feel like we've got the players at the moment who can really sort of take us there. Now our formation is going to still be a 4-4-2. I've recently just acquired a new player coming in on a free. I've offered him a loan, coming in as this 19-year-old. This is Stanislav Rabatov, and he's coming in as a ball-playing defender. I had a look on his stats and just felt like he's okay. He's going to come in and fit the bill. He's on loan. I'm not paying him anything. So it's like on these loans, if any of these players come in, they just flop, then that's fine because I'm not paying them any money. I can terminate their loans whenever I need to, so they can go back to going back into the academy. So with that in mind, we are starting the game here, and Ludogorets have already gone through. Brilliant. That's great to see. Botev have gone through. Levesky have gone through. Sevlio, I think they're in a lower division. I think they've managed to go through. They're in the second division. They've knocked out Selo Sofia. Gee, that's a big little game there. Right, anyway, back onto R1. As I said, playing a 4-4-2. We've got Burakov up front, Papasov up front alongside him. I think I've changed him from a attacking forward. I think I'm going to put him as a poacher, as I feel him playing off of Burakov makes a lot of sense, and Burakov should be on support. He is. We've got Stanchev out on the wing. We've got Steph in a ball-winning midfield, and Lagoa as an passive playmaker, as I feel his attacking stats are fantastic, as he's got a lot of determination, great vision, and you know, that really works that advanced playmaker sort of role. And I think hopefully he hasn't been playing too great, but who knows, this could be a game where he changes that. Pedro out on that wing as well, and Ilev coming in on the wing back. Stoev, Kirchev and Petkov in the back line, and Vassal in goal. I haven't got another keeper, so I'm pretty much if Vassal gets injured, then we are screwed. So I need to sort of pick one up in the next coming few games. So hopefully going into this game we should be okay. Some players are not great with the tactical side of things, but you know, this is a new tactic for them all, so hopefully it should start to develop into a sort of full season tactic, because I feel the 4-4-2 is a good, it's a standard tactic and it works. It does really work, and you've got players in every position, so who knows, hopefully going forward it should be okay. So I'm going to say to them, I'm going to point my fingers and say, I expect you to pick it up from where we were last time. I have faith in you all. Midfield, I've got faith. And attackers, I'm going to put my hands together and say also I have faith. Everyone's motivated going into this game, which is perfect to see. And oh god, what does the people want to say? The games you've seen Virchev in this formal club has been coping with a memorable occasion. I know we have to show that we want more than this than they do. And there we are. So the game first starts here. So in the first couple of minutes, and yeah, as I said, really sort of enjoying doing this, and I hope you guys are too, as it is really something that I enjoy. I hope I'm creating content that you will follow. And now here we are, first highlight here with Papazov back to Petkov. Petkov pushing through. What can he do? He's got past Burakov, and the fantastic ball being fired in, and Burakov is there and fires a fantastic header into the far corner, and it's his 6th goal of the season here. And that was beautifully made. A beautiful cross from Petkov. Gets past Burov, I think that's what his name of. And then Burakov gets his head on it, gets past the keeper, comes off the inside of the bar. And Lokomotiv Sofia are 1-0 up here. Fantastic. Oh, I'm so proud of that. What a goal as well. Really well made. And here we are, 23 minutes in, another highlight. Kirchev now. What can he do? Passes it out to Lagoa. Lagoa out to Petkov. Petkov into Pedro. Pedro now back to Lagoa. What's the advanced playmaker role? What can he do? Back out to Kirchev. Oh my goodness me. Papazov's through. Burakov's now in. Burakov fires a beautiful ball, and he's got his 2nd of the game. And Lokomotiv Sofia in the 24th minute are 2-0 up here. What a fantastic pass from Papazov, the 17-year-old, to have that technical ability to take it down on a very, very beautiful long ball. And has the vision to create that pass there. And we are 2-0 up. Fantastic. I'm going to give the boys some praise. Oh, I'm going to hold off on the praise at the moment because Papazov has just reclaimed possession. And here we come. Oh, goodness me. I was going to say, it takes a shot. And it was just, I thought he may have passed it to Burakov there. But I'm going to give the boys some praise, as I said before, as this has been fantastic from Lokomotiv Sofia here. I'm going to press them, and I think I'm going to change our mentality to balanced, as I don't think we need to be on positive as quite so much now. But my word, here we are, 40 minutes in, another highlight. Stamchev's delivers the ball, and Burakov's there. Oh my goodness me. Burakov, in the 40th minute, has a hat-trick in the Bulgarian Cup here, and we are 3-0 up. Wow. Can I just say, Burakov has been absolutely fantastic. Denis Sanchez needs to come off. I think he's given everything. Yep, that's Todor. I'm going to... Wait, one moment. My goodness me. What a goal. Beautiful on the head. And Burakov completing his hat-trick here, 40 minutes in. And I'm going to have to take off a player because I believe it was... Who was it? Was it Stanchev on the wing? Yeah, Denislav Stanchev. He's basically dead on his feet. But no one can play his position apart. Oh, Todor can, but he's not great at it. But he can come on. See, that's the issue is at the moment with the players that I have in this squad. There's only a few players that can sort of play on the wing. So it's not great as a tactic going forward. So I'm going to have to go and... I think if we're going to stay as this tactic, I think over we get mid-term season break, I think I'm going to have to bring some players in who can play on the wings. Hopefully it's a few loans, a few youngsters coming in on that from a few feeder clubs. So hopefully that's what happens. And I'm going to take off Steph here, and I'm going to bring on Vlad playing in that ball-winning midfielder role. Ilev is on a yellow card, so I'm going to switch him. Actually, no, yeah, I'll switch him for Lepa, as I feel I just can't risk having players get sent off when we're 2-0 up here. And yeah, that looks fine. Let's go again. We're not even in half time, and we're literally coming into half time 3-0 up. We are beating Botev Plodvid 3-0 here at half time. All we need to do is hold on for the next 45 minutes. I'm going to outstretch my arms and say I'm delighted with the boys, because I am, and everyone's looking inspired and motivated going on into second half. This is absolutely fantastic. I'm so proud of them, and hopefully we just don't fluff it. Todor now delivers the ball into Chanev. Chanev's there. Oh my goodness me, that was an absolute free header, and Botev could have easily have made it. But 70th minute here comes along, and we are still 3-0 up here and playing some absolutely delightful football, and Burakov has just completely torn Botev apart here. And goodness gracious me, I cannot believe this. 89th minute, coming into the 90th, 90 plus 1, 90 plus 2. It is full-time Lokomotiv Sofia 3 game here, where we have actually won. And I'm so happy that I finally managed to give you guys a winning game because I was a bit worried about, obviously, with the last two episodes being just defeats. But hopefully, with this game, we can start to move the season forward and hopefully start to push up the leagues. Because if we can beat this team, I'm pretty sure we can beat. Because AU are pretty much a respectable club. They were a respectable club in the first division, but also this is a game where they have also been relegated, so their players aren't as good as what they were. But my word, Burakov has absolutely demolished them, scoring a hat-trick inside the 41st minute. My goodness me, I'm going to say I'm very happy with the result and the way that you've played. We're on to the second round. Well, there we are, guys. That was our first game here. And what's this one? Stanislav Robot. He's accepted the loan deal and he's going to be coming over to Lokomotiv Sofia. Welcome, Stanislav Robotov, because he'll be there in the next game. And Lokomotiv Sofia will win the first cup round. And stellar performance. It was a beautiful performance from Burakov there. I'm going to give you superb front of goal. Now, going into the second game, this one will be a must-win game against Botev Plodvid. We need to continue this run because at the moment, currently, we sit in 9th place on 10 points, but we only sort of moved up because of that win with Litex. Litex are bottom of the table and Botev also are below us, so we should be winning this game. So hopefully we can, and we can continue this winning form that we have currently. We're on a 2-game winning streak, and hopefully we can make that. Welcome back to the last game of the episode here. Unfortunately, the game against Botev Plodvid, unfortunately there was an issue with my microphone as it didn't record my sound and what I was saying, so I'll put a few of the clips in of that game, but it was a fantastic game. It's a shame that that was not actually on camera because it was fantastic. Papazov and Petkov, both these players scored absolute worldies. We're talking like, so Petkov's, I think it was Papazov's was like 25 yards out and Petkov's was also about 20 yards out, and it was a fantastic game, but unfortunately my microphone, as I said, didn't work. So with that in mind, I've decided to go and take you on with the Tazarsko Selo game here, where we can continue this run of form of winning, and hopefully this is a game where, you know, I think it's going to be a tough one because we are both sort of sitting in the same sort of areas and it is a very difficult, challenging game. Now, with that in mind, let's go on and see what the starting lineup is, and it is the same. It's been the same for a while. It's Burakov, Papazov in that pet poacher role. Stanchev, Vlad, Lagoa, he's come back in because Steph's injured. He's just had a bit of a nick on his thigh, so I need to actually change Steph for Todorov and Petkov for if he needs to come on. But there we are. So we've got Burakov, as I said, and Papazov up front. We've got Stanchev, Vlad, Lagoa, and Petkov in the midfield. And Ilev, Stoev, Kirchev, and Pedro in the back line. And again, Vassal in goal. And hopefully, I'm going to probably change our mentality to balanced because I feel this is a very big game. It's more who can take it. So, obviously, we're sitting in, I think it's 7th at the moment. And no, we're 8th. And they're 9th. So, it's a very, very close game. And I said, I'm going to point my fingers and say, I have faith in you all. Midfield, I'm going to pump my fist and say, I've got faith. Attackers, I'm going to have my hands in my pockets and say, I want to grab you some goals. Everyone's motivated bar 2, and I don't care about what you've got to say. And we are kicking off, obviously, with the 4-4-2, recent form, 3 wins, 2 losses. And I'm not too sure what Tazarsko are playing. Their recent form, so they haven't had a great sort of run of 3 games. They've had 2 losses and a draw. So hopefully we can sort of pile on the misery for them here. And so if we win tonight, this would put us sort of into 4th place, which is a big, you know, that's a big victory. And here we are, 9 minutes in, big Stanchev delivers the ball. Burakov's there. Oh my goodness me, Burakov just mud the bar here. And it looks to be, in the current stage of things, we seem to be on top. We've got 66% possession, 5 shots, 1 on target. And here we are, 19 minutes in, a big highlight coming up. And Alberto Lugui, but Kirchev's there. Brilliant, fantastic play from Kirchev to bring the ball back to Vassal, and Vassal can now push us forward. Ilev, what is he doing? He's just standing there. Stanchev now, he's pushing through. What can he do? He's just going to keep driving here, and hopefully fires the ball over to Ilev. Ilev now, back to Stanchev. Ilev on that ball, what can he do? Back out to Vlad. Vlad back to Ilev. Ilev back to Vlad. Vlad out to Ilev, goodness me, and Burakov's there, but Stanchev's there. Oh my goodness me, Danislav Stanchev has got his second of the season, and Lokomotiv Sofia, 20 minutes here, are 1-0 up. That was fantastic play. I thought we were going to get counter-attack because of the amount of passes we were doing, but Ilev and Burakov brings it down to Stanchev, and Stanchev hits the post, but luckily it goes the right way and falls into the netting, and we are 1-0 up here. But there is an immediate highlight, 21 minutes in, and I think it's Tazarsko. Can they push forward here with Tom? Tom now back to Ilvardo. Galchev now. What can he do? Fires a ball out to Vasev. Vasev now. What's he doing? He's back to Tom, and Tom now is just sort of playing in that midfield area. And Markov can come forward here for them. Vasev now. What can he do? He goes back to Markov. And now up to Galchev. They're sort of toying with us with this passing play, and we can't really sort of get anywhere near them. But they're not sort of moving forward. But here they come now. What is going to happen? And Galchev back to Markov. Tom now, what's he doing? He fires a beautiful ball out to Vasev, and this is very much passing play here. And Tom, he's free in the middle, but it's offside. Oh, goodness me. We are very lucky not to be drawing here, but he was offside. It did look a bit like he had sort of managed to get himself really quite far up. So there we are, fantastic line there to really stop him from being in the area. But Tom, he's a bit of a, he looks to be a bit of a danger here. But by the way that things are going, we would sit in 5th place on 16 points. We would have played more games than a lot of the other teams, but that's a good sign to start with. And 34 minutes in, Burakov now. Oh, goodness me, Burakov misses another header. But that was a very difficult angle. And 38 minutes in now, and I don't even want to say what Ilev's just done. He's just thrown it out. But 38 minutes in, we've got a highlight. And Vlad now, what can he do? Out to Lagoa. Lagoa now pushing forward with Ilev here. Can he deliver us a beautiful ball? He whips it in. Petkov's there, but unfortunately it gets recycled, and it is luckily falling into our players here. And Stoev plays a beautiful ball to Bakarov. Oh my goodness me. What a goal from Burakov and Papazov. The two youngsters up front combining again. This is a fantastic goal. This is absolutely divine. This was incredible. Look at that. Burakov outside of... Oh, that is divine. Must have been about 20, 21, 22 yards out. Goodness me. Well, we are 2-0 up here with two fantastic goals. And there we are, half-time, 2-0 up here. And we've got 45 minutes to go before we... Basically, I think it's 5th place we'll go up to. But that is fantastic. I'm delighted with your performances, guys. This is brilliant to see. And there we are, Papazov and Burakov again combining. These two have been absolutely monumental. And Denislav Stanchev has had a bit of an injury, so I'm going to have to bring him off. Stanchev, Todorov can come on playing in a winger role. He's not great at it, but he's going to have to do. Vlad he's got a yellow card, so I'm going to bring on Di. He's going to play that ball-winning midfielder role, and hopefully we can continue here, pushing through. And here we go. There is a highlight, 57 minutes in here, and our Tazarsko looking to come forward here with Ndoye. What can he do? He's probably going to fire it out wide with Elvardero, I think that's what his name is. And Ndoye has got the ball back again in midfield to Galchev now. He's going to probably fire it out. Ndoye now, what can he do? He plies a ball out to Vasev, and now here come Tversko, and Luku is free. And well, there we are. That's the strike force that they have up front. They've got some clinical strikers up front, and he's got his 3rd of the season. And we are our lead has been halved, and we are 2-1 up. But goodness gracious me, this has been a really quite contested game here. That was the only shot they've had. And here we are, another highlight with Galchev. Bong is in the middle, but there's a fantastic ball, and it's been cleared, and Bong can come. Bong can come and take it now. High as a kite. He's going, and here he comes. What can he do? He's just sort of toying with us. They're toying with us now. They're really pushing through. And has the change has been too far? But Papazov now, what can he do? He's take the balls down, and he's pushing through. And Petkov now back to Lagoa. Oh my goodness me! Come on. Fires a beautiful ball out to Todorov. Todorov now, what can he do? He's just pushing through. He's pushing all the way through. Go on, Todorov. Oh, goodness me. And you go and do that. But there we are, Todorov. That's your moment of shining, as you've been moaning about your contract because you're about 38 years of age. And here we go, another highlight. Oh my goodness me, that was pinball in the box there in the 70th minute. Stoev now coming through with Ndai. Ilev now, what can he do? He's just sort of not really pushing forward, but Ndai collects possession as Stoev now. What's he doing? Stoev back to Ndai, back to Todorov. Todorov to Bukharov. Bukharov shoots. Oh my goodness me, this player, Bukharov, this lad loves long-range bangers. He's just gone and got two of the game, and he has hit 2 goals about 20 yards out, I'd say. This player is absolutely phenomenal. He has most definitely filled the shoes of Dikov when he's left, and he is playing some phenomenal football. And 75 minutes in here, and we are 3-1 up. We've had 15 shots, 5 on target, and they have had 2-1. They've scored from it, so they're a lot more sort of clinical with their football. And but my goodness me, this has been an absolute monumental game. And there we are, 94th minutes in, and it's full time. Lokomotiv Sofia 3, Tavasko, sorry, 1. And the Railwaymen just keep steamrolling through this league, and hopefully the fans are cheering us all along the way. And we are looking, I'm going to say, I'm very pleased with your performance, but we are looking to be a mid-table side here, if not pushing up potentially, because we have completely changed our style of play. We're playing this 4-4-2, and it is working. It's fantastic, you know, sitting deep and pushing forward, but also being really sort of pressing for that football, and really sort of trying to get a possession style based football game. But we are up to 5th place in the table here on 16 points, Barui in 3rd on 20, so this is quite a contested of the table, and we are most definitely out of the relegation fight. We are on to potentially going into Europe here and challenging for those European places. Denislav Stanchev is injured. Oh no, he's injured for 6 to 9 days, so hopefully, oh, that's brilliant, well, because our next game's in 15 days, so he should be back, so that's absolutely fantastic. Tom suffers against former club. Who are you? You're a Brazilian 35-year-old. Well, you're quite good actually. So you played for us. Oh wow, you're a bit of a journeyman. You came from the 1st division to play in Bulgaria. Fair enough, Tom. And but there we are. That was a fantastic game. Burakov there again, 2 goals, 1 assist. He's been absolutely monumental. I've never, you know, these are players that are fantastic for this team. 11 appearances, 7 goals, and also, you know, Papazov has been also monumental these past few games. 8 appearances, 5 goals, 3 assists, 2 player of the matches. But unfortunately, when his loan ends, he's going to be a lot of money. He's going to cost about between 180 to 425k. So he's quite a expensive player. I think I can't remember where he's from. Is he from? So he's on loan from Lokomotiv Sofia. No, he's on loan from Lokomotiv Sofia. Sorry, he's from CSK Sofia, and but he's come in. He's been monumental to our title challenge. Oh goodness me, our survival challenge here. But there we are, 3 games played, unfortunately, but one of them with a microphone issue, so I had to come and play this Tazarsko game, and that was a fantastic game. We are on to a real sort of winning streak here, and potentially I've got another game to play, and then we'll be back for the next 2 games against CSK Sofia in episode 3. Thank you ever so much to everyone who's tuned in, and also to all the people that have really supported me through the past couple of weeks, being Pressing Forward, Grey Hair Gaming, and Salmon FC. Big thank you to you all. Their channels are in the description. Please go and give them a follow and a like and a subscribe. So thank you ever so much to everyone again. I will see you all in episode 3. Thank you. Bye bye.